Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 91 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Tolado. Joining me today, Christian Tolado.
I'm here. We're good with we're in the new system.
Now, last week was horrific,
I
of
mean,
course.
disaster all over the place. We had to
What do
record
you,
twice.
this week will be better, What are you gonna
We're
do?
just gonna get better.
Now, Christian, 91. We're only 9 episodes away from episode 100.
That's right.
I can confirm that the new intro is in development.
Yeah, you're gonna make it in time. You got 9 weeks.
We've got 9
That's
weeks, there's
2
plenty of
months.
time.
All right.
I can confirm that guests are in the works.
Big episode.
We're gonna have polls.
All right, gonna get started on that shit.
Yeah. We're gonna have a good time episode 100, Christian. But we're not here to talk about episode 100. We're talking about One Piece. Talk
The
about
big news.
the big news chapter that we got
Alright.
this week.
Eric last week saying, not gonna happen. We're not gonna get it. Wasn't convinced we're gonna get it. Of course we did.
I said we could not get it, but here we are. We got a little taste. Anime episode not out yet. As recording of this,
Yeah.
I expect Luffy to slap Hiroshima real hard.
Now, we're getting close to the Kaido fight. You know?
Close enough.
Close enough. It's probably in pre-production. Maybe even production at this point.
Sure.
Are we expecting hype? Are we expecting,
Oh, it's gonna be insane. I
Now-
expect if they're gonna put the sauce on Zoro, they have to
Kaido,
put the
Kaido
sauce.
has to get the sauce.
Kaido and Luffy must have the sauce.
Now, here's the thing, right? One Piece Treasure Cruise putting out the Kaido Legend very soon. Dynamite.
I didn't see it.
Dynamite.
Okay.
We don't know what it is. It's just a picture, right? It's just Kaido, right? Kaido Dragon form.
What?
So it has to happen in the anime pretty soon. You know what I mean? So
Sure.
get ready for that. Get ready for that. Kaido incoming in the anime. It's gonna be great. All right. Well, let's hope it's great. We don't know we don't know what animation tricks they can pull in the new style. It's not gonna be category Luffy level.
It might, you don't know.
That's crazy if it is. Who knows? All right. Any channel updates? Anything you want to talk about?
Not specifically, Christian.
Yeah.
We appreciate the Patreon people, Christian.
That's right.
And speaking of Patreon, right?
Eric making promises.
$1 will get you the audio version of this episode early.
Yeah.
$5 will now get you the video episode of this show early. $5 a month gets you, 4 episodes a month? So if you're interested, go check it out. The link will be in the description.
Okay.
How many hours early, Christian? People are asking. Some hours is the answer.
Some amount of time.
An amount of time you'll get it
Amount of
early.
time. I don't know. Probably because we got the internet to set up a schedule now, so the video will drop at the same time
Sure.
on the YouTubes.
According to Shonen Jump schedules.
According to well, sure,
Which is back to usual next week.
It's a shame, It's a shame.
Enjoying these early chapters.
Enjoying the early chapters, but it has to end. Which is
Alright, what else, Christian? We're here to talk about the chapter. Yeah, some say it's an interesting chapter.
Some say it's interesting, some say it's not interesting, because apparently we already knew this information.
Who says that?
Oh, some people out there
Yeah.
not too happy about the chapter because
There's a couple of salty boys.
Oh, they're always salty boys. That's the point. All right.
Okay.
Now, let's get into the chapter. Chapter 956. Big news. All right, big news indeed.
Oh, it's big news.
All right, let's go.
No doubt.
First page. Capone looking for Lola Androsorosa. Some guy has seen her before. Some guy.
Okay.
Some guy.
Sure.
Now, we're in Fishman Island. In the current time. This is in current timeline, alright? Because a lot of
Yes.
timeline shit in this chapter you have to keep track of. In the current time, Garp has taken Shirahoshi back to Fishman Island. Garp has no faith in the system, alright? No faith in the governmental system. Alright? He knows that money and religion will keep nations apart. And that as long as no blood was spilled, the reverie considered peaceful, alright? Peaceful.
Sure.
Now the big news part. Probably one of the most important parts of the chapter. The Navy is using, quote unquote, its full resources to stop an incident in Alabasta now.
What could this incident be, Christian?
Full resources. What kind of threat is that? Surely Alabasta's army, not capable of holding off the Marines.
Garp also warns the fishermen people, Christian.
Don't worry about the humans.
Not to fear the humans because of this incident.
Yes.
Now we know Aimu is doing the great cleansing, Christian.
Sure.
Does that require the entire Navy
No.
to do so?
Buster
Perhaps it
calls.
does.
The Alabasta army not that big.
Koz is there, you know?
Koza, we got Pal the Unkillable Man.
Sure.
No, it has to be an external threat. Because the Navy are trying to stop it, right? The Navy is trying to stop an incident in Alabasta. So it's not a great cleansing, surely.
It's very strange because last time we looked at this narrative thread, Christian, Aimu was planning to erase the Natafri family.
Yes. VV.
So, by going on that lines, you'd assume this is the execution of that plan.
But we can't forget in this chapter, and it's brought up again, the world government and the Marines are a separate unit.
Yes.
You can't forget that. So, whatever the world government puts into place, the Marines might necessarily not know about it, might not get the intel, all that kind of stuff. You know, we see later in the chapter that Drake's surprised at CP0 there. You know, it just tells us more about the separate units, the way the world government as a whole works.
Sure.
So, now we go back in time.
Do you want to talk about what you think this is now, or you want to do that with Blackbeard?
Well, topic of the show, where is Blackbeard going? One of the great questions of this chapter, right?
Sure.
And Emperor of the Move is big news.
But it's not Wano, surely.
One of the options is Wano.
Okay.
Alright, I got 4 options. Alright, we'll get into it. We'll get to the topic, alright? Morgan's writing up all the news. He has 3 big stories. 3. A death, Zabo, right?
Sure, maybe.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah.
A vote result.
Warlords.
An attempted assassination. Cobra/Vivi, right? Has to be.
Sure. I'm assuming that it's being reported, or Morgan's wants the world government wants Morgan to report that Zabo attempted to assassinate
No.
Vivi.
The world government wants Morgans to cover up an event in the news.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why would they want to cover up that Zabo's dead? Why would they want to cover up that the warlords are done? They want to cover up the assassination attempt on a king.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that the world government probably want Morgan to say that like Zabo tried to assassinate Vivi or something like that.
They could do a double maneuver there, get
Also,
2 birds, 1 stone, but
like, why would Wapple's got information as well about some leak, probably about this assassination attempt.
Exactly. Maybe
so you'd assume CP0 would be taking out the assassination attempt, right? Or a CP unit.
Sure.
Would be trying to assassinate. I don't know why the world government would do that at the Reverie. Seems reckless.
Maybe it was on the way to the ships. Maybe it was on the ships. Assassination attempt. This
knows.
is the day after the Reverie, so
It could be. I doubt I doubt the world government would so clearly do it themselves that people would know it was them.
maybe they got
Tried
caught.
to do it.
Maybe
it's ambiguous, and the world government wants to blame the revolutionaries or something.
But the world government wants Morgan to cover up a story. Morgan refuses. CP member shows himself. Morgan punches his man out. Alright?
Maybe a little taste for the power scale.
Do
this
not
week.
underestimate the power of Big News Morgans, alright?
Sure.
He's a journalist first and foremost. But he does love money, alright?
He will take money when he doesn't think it affects the news that badly.
Surely a warlord doing evil things in Alabasta, being taken out by a pirate, surely that's big news enough to report.
Sure.
But maybe the zeros were quite abundant on that check.
Quite large.
So
He says it is a large check, but he doesn't know which report they're covering up.
exactly. So probably the assassination plot for
Right.
Cobra or Vivi or whatever. So the newspaper goes out around the world. Everyone reacting to the news. Zabo is dead. No one believes it. Stop Oda. No one buys that Zabo is dead.
Some people take this maybe Jamini's box or Maggie stream made it a little bit unclear on the translation. But the official makes it pretty clear that people reading the paper think Zabo's dead.
Morgans does state there is a death and an eulogy, an obituary in the newspaper.
Yes, and then
Zabo.
you got the Dan and the group saying we just found out he was alive.
Now
Please
he's
not,
dead.
Now he's please not make it be true or
So
whatever.
the news is that Zabo's dead.
Yes.
Now I will remind you about the Jack incident when they reported him dead, but he wasn't dead.
Right.
They just assumed he was dead.
Now we know he was fighting Fujitora Grimble.
Sure. Demolished.
Is this some like Kurasu devil fruit nonsense?
Where he like teleports him away.
Feigns death or something with his stupid devil fruit
With
that
his
we don't know what it
crows.
is.
Maybe Morley pulled him underground before an attack or some shit.
Yeah.
You know. Zabo being dead, not likely.
Dragon still hasn't had communication with his squad though.
No. So Dragon can't get communications with his squad, which is, you know. I thought you were supposed to be there, Dragon. What, you know, what's going on there?
Yeah, I don't
Dragon,
know what to about.
Dragon did not make an appearance. Interesting.
No declaration yet.
Well, maybe it was too hot. Maybe Zabo started a fight and Dragon's like, what are you doing? I can't turn up. Alright? Alright, so we see the child of Shanks.
Of course, the most
chapter.
important part of the chapter.
The child of Shanks playing in the bar with Markino. She has closed the bar of the Sad News. 10 out of 10 chapter. Child of Shanks.
Future One Piece Z protagonist.
That's
and
right.
go.
Child of Shanks. In the chapter, how can we not give it a 10 out of 10?
Now, this is the first time that this child is actually in manga material, Christian, not the cover story. So when we get to the anime, we'll see the hair color.
Now,
we should confirm.
Apparently, according to the official color volumes, it's already been done.
And what is
He's got like a browny head or some shit.
Right.
So, you know, maybe you have to unlock the red hair, alright?
Sure.
You have to unlock the god powers. You can't just...
Oda does like to change his hairstyles around.
That's true, you know.
So we'll see.
So, yeah.
Will this child be in the NSBS at some point?
Someone's gonna ask a question. Someone's probably already asked a question. Oda's like, no. I'm not telling you anything. Right? So, Mingo is loving the news in the prison.
He loves it.
Why would he care so much about Zabo's death? No. He's laughing about this assassination attempt, I'm telling you. Why would he care so much? Why would he enjoy the death of Zabo so much?
I think it's interesting, Christian.
Wouldn't he think...
And the Warlords, he's probably laughing about the Warlords thing as well.
Exactly. And then we move over to BB, who's sending out, Blackbeard's sending out to go get something from the Marines.
Item, not a person.
Quote unquote, we might as well take it before the Marines do. So, very vague.
What are they taking?
Very vague. Alright. What are they taking? Where is he going? What are the Marines doing?
Now, this sequence of manga panels would suggest he's also reading the newspaper.
Yes.
So it's one of these three things, yes?
Well, you can't forget about one, alright? You can't forget. Because later in the chapter we get some more information, alright?
Sure.
So, we'll get to where BB is going in topic of the show. We'll go a deep dive on it, because there's a lot to talk about there. Alright. On the seas, we get Kobe. Gets a call from the man named Drake, who is confirmed to be a Marine. There you go.
I feel like this is supposed to be like big news,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, yeah, obviously.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
Exactly. It's I mean, everyone had this in the back of their mind.
No one's surprised.
No one's that surprised.
Now, sword unit, Christian. Some say it's supposed to parallel CP0 and the Marine side.
It's the Marines Special Forces Infiltration Squad. Alright?
Yes. Secret Mission Squad.
Secret Mission Squad.
Now, you'd imagine that Garp is the
No.
unit commander.
LTG Unit Commander. It says that Drake's the captain, which, like,
Yeah, he's the captain, but you'd imagine there's like
There's
a
Marine ranks
fucking
within it.
yeah.
But maybe not. Maybe he is the leader of this crack force squad of infiltration.
All right, so for the Navy to hold a legitimate threat with sword,
Yeah.
right? We need Garp and Kuzan, and that would be good enough.
We all know. Scrap the revolutionary idea. We all know Kuzan's working for Sword.
Sword unit,
100%.
okay.
Drake's infiltrated Kaido. Aokiji infiltrated Blackbeard. Alright.
He's working for sword.
It's working for Sword.
Maybe a special unit devised by Kuzan.
Or maybe a special unit devised by Al-Qaeda himself. Trying to take down the
Sure.
pirates.
Maybe.
Cover page of Sakazuki
Yeah.
pruning his bonsai trees showed off. You will notice a little sword tattoo.
On his other shoulder.
other shoulder.
3 swords, Christian, I imagine, if I remember correctly.
It's just one.
Okay.
On a little sword tattoo. What's going on there?
That's interesting. Now, Christian.
Okay,
Smoker.
man of action. Surely he's behind this. But then
Smoker
again,
Tashigi a part of this? Fujitora a part of this?
I was saying before, what if Fujitora came out of the woodworks because he was in the sword unit?
Perhaps.
Instead of just out of the population, we're just gonna give some random dude that wore the admiral position.
Sure.
Yeah, like
Some secret
on.
unit.
Yeah.
Clearly this is the good Marines, and we'll see them take over the Marines as a sword unit.
yeah,
Right?
the sword unit. We're setting up the good Marines. We got Fujitora, we got Smoker, we got Kuzan, we got Garp, we got Kobe, we got
Confirmed members only so far as Drake.
Drake
and Kobe.
and Kobe. But we know Kuzan. We know Kuzan's not legitimately with Blackbeard, right?
Yeah.
No, that's not happening. All right, so
You can at least bank that the sword unit is going to Wano.
according to this, the Marines were going to send units to Wano,
But they're fucked.
right? Kobe's like, we're strapped on resources.
But Wano's not really a.
So luckily, we don't have to do it now. And
we
then
thought
yeah.
that Big Mama Kaido would fuck each other.
out. But
Yeah.
but it's
They didn't.
changed now because they're in an alliance, and Kobe's like, well, we're fucked, right? The Marines strapped on resources, all right? Did they ever recover from Marineford? They got 2 years to recover. Is that enough time?
Apparently, they have 6 emperors on their units, Christian. So you'd imagine they're pretty powerful.
But they're wasting resources on capturing warlords. They're going here, they're going there.
Well, these
They're in
Vegapunk, this Vegapunk weapon should be able to handle them, right? That was the whole purpose of just scrapping the warlord
Will
system.
we see this weapon deployed on one of the warlords?
They're just super Kumas, aren't they? Super pacifistas.
I don't know. It sounds like it's a unit type weapon. It might just be like a Death Star, just nuke,
Sure.
just nuke islands, So Drake also worried that CP0 is spotted in Wano. He's worried that the world government making deals with Wano. All right.
Yeah.
Even more evidence of the good Marine side right here. Marines don't know about CP0's actions. They're a separate wing of the government.
Not even the high ups, not even Al-Qaeda would really know what CP0 is doing.
Exactly.
Only the Gorosei.
That's why Rob Lucci gives him so much lip, alright?
Yeah.
Because Rob Lucci's like, what are you going to do?
You better be careful though.
We're in different wings of the government. You
Sure.
don't have jurisdiction here. I have jurisdiction.
I'm the
do what I
most.
want.
CP, you'd imagine Rob Lucci's got more authority than Al-Qaeda, right?
Yeah.
In terms of government operation.
Well, I don't think he has the ability to send out massive fleets. You know what I mean?
Sure, but
As we saw before, CP need clearance to get ships sent out, all that kind of shit.
You'd assume that he'd have a higher say than what Al-Qaeda does on world matters.
He just does what he's told, alright?
Yeah.
Alright? The Gorosei tell him to do
That is true. He's a fucking government pig dog.
He does what he's told.
That's what he's told.
That's what he's told. Alright?
Sure.
Al-Qaeda more of his own man kind of guy. He's not this is he's got more room to maneuver.
Legitimately, people on Twitter are insane.
Well, that's
Justifying Al-Qaeda's actions in O'Hara, right? is basically saying Hitler did nothing wrong because he thought that his actions were justified. What are people talking about? Akainu, bad guy. All right,
What? Akanu's established as a
bad.
bad guy.
But Akainu, bad guy, murders his own men, massacres entire populations because he doesn't want information that the
Yeah, but
world government looks bad out. What are they talking about?
Everyone always does this as like a hot take, as like, oh, Blackbeard did nothing wrong. Oh, fucking Alcaino did nothing wrong. No, he's a bad guy. He's obviously a bad guy. All right. Yeah, he killed innocent people. He almost killed Kobe if it wasn't for the God King. All right.
Of course, how could we
How
forget?
could we,
Now,
how could we
people
forget?
forget that
How could we
the
forget?
world government doesn't want the ancient history out there because it looks badly on them, not because this will turn the population badly on the world. You know,
I still don't know what the fuck's up with that. Like,
it's like controlling information so you don't lose your iron grip
yeah,
on the world.
I know.
Like, what are people talking about?
I don't know why Alcaino's so invested in that. Like, yeah, his main goal seems to be
Well, I
defeating
guess
pirates.
well, yeah, his main goal is defeating evil and the weak.
Yeah. Well,
If,
pirates.
if killing anyone who doesn't believe in his ideology.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong, you know?
Yeah,
What do you
sure.
mean? Alright.
P-
Now we're moving over. Kobe on his way to capture Boa. Rip Kobe.
Kobe's gonna get fucked up.
Some people saying this is Kobe's time to prove that he's
Now,
strong.
you'd imagine there's at least surely Momonga's involved in this
Momonga needs that
situation.
rematch with Boa, alright?
Yeah.
It's been years of them fighting.
I
Alright.
feel like the longer the series has gone on, people are just giving Boa more and more strength.
She is the last panel of the chapter saying the warlords are strong.
She's like, why did they get rid of this system? They know that we're powerful.
Here's
Also,
the thing.
how can we forget to talk about Mayhawk, Christian?
We have Kobe's on his way. That's chronological, alright?
Sure.
Alright? The news heads out, warlords abolished, it goes out to everywhere. Alright? Due to King Riku and Cobra making a speech and the vote passed. Now, is this like, so is the world government basically the EU and the Gorosei is like the Illuminati? Pulling the strings.
You'd imagine Fujitora would have some kind of say as well.
Yeah, Fujitora sent the seeds.
Listen, alright? At no point have we been told or shown that any kingdom has power over what happens in the world government.
But now they do.
But now they do because of this vote. You'd imagine it only went through because they have a replacement, right? From Vegapunk.
Yeah, it's like the illusion of a vote. You know what I mean? Because they've got the new weapon. Like, the world government wouldn't let this happen unless they had something in the wings.
Now, I asked Driss Kun on Twitter, shout out to Dritz, are the Navy that dumb or is Mihawk that weak? And his answer was the Navy that dumb.
100%.
That they're just sending a couple of ships to show that they're legit.
It's 10 ships. That's a lot of ships. 10
That's a lot of men. That's a lot of men.
It's one man. They're gonna go capture one man.
I think they get fucked up.
Alright. So, Buggy, we get to see one Vice Admiral. We get to see one Vice Admiral.
Now, what's the timeline here, Christian? Is this Wano time or is this a couple of days before?
I imagine they're already there before the newspaper goes out. As like a surprise attack.
When does it switch time? Back when Kobe's talking to Drake?
No, that is... Because the timeline would be that the day that Big Mom and Carter made the alliance, which is the day after the day after Reverie.
Yeah, so
the
like
timeline.
What, 7 days ago or something?
Yeah, so 7 days ago, around there. So the ships go out. Buggy surrounded. They sent a Vice Admiral after Buggy. Okay.
Sure.
Buggy's gonna bail. So his goons gonna fight for him. Then we cut over the Mayhawk.
Now, yes, this man is like finally some fodder to chew.
Like, the Marines send 10 ships to capture one man, and you know what's gonna happen?
You get nothing. You lose.
He sliced up Don Creed's ship pretty easily, and that was a galleon, Christian.
This man sends out one swing, 5 ships go down. It's over.
It's an odd choice. From
This man
them.
sends out a horizontal swing.
Over and
10 ships
over
go
again,
down.
we're just reminded how stupid the Navy are. and incompetent and weak.
Is it incompetence or is it arrogance? Or is it both? It's both. They think...
I, I back Boa to take out 10 Navy ships.
Boa and her crew of strong
Her crew.
warriors.
They
Right?
have haki.
Alright, let's just break it down. So, Mihawk's getting... There's no fucking way Mihawk's getting defeated before Zoro. Mihawk has to have that clean record.
Even Whitebeard Jr., what do they send? Goon units after him?
Fucking bazooka unit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Mihawk gonna fuck everyone up. Unless they sent an admiral. But then again, it's gonna be a long fight.
Sure. Some say Mihawk would win against an Admiral.
Weevil's surrounded by goons. Some people say he's on Marco's Island. It kind of looks like Marco's
Hard
Island.
to say, really.
Hard to really tell. We'll find out in the anime, I guess. Boa surrounded. She's not worried. Boa's not worried. She's got her Kuja forces. It's over. You think you're going to take down Boa because you sent a couple ships? Some people... Now, the Marine Defenders are coming out strong. We don't know how strong Vice Admirals are. Vice Admirals could get the job done.
Also, shout out to Kobe. Got a rank increased in like a week.
I guess they need they quickly ranked him up because they were out of resources. All right.
Sure, that's probably what it is.
Yeah. So
next time he'll be a fucking Vice Admiral.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, just Vice Admiral. All right, so Boa not gonna get captured. I don't think Boa's getting captured.
None of these people are getting captured. This is clearly a setup for the next arc.
Well, maybe Buggy just for comedy. So he's in Marine Fort for like the final battle area.
Listen, alright, this whole Warlord thing and the vote and fucking whatever Blackbeard's doing and whatever is set up for the final war.
Alright.
Or the next arc.
I don't think so.
And
why are we treating this like post arc? This is during the Wano arc.
Sure, but
this is the intermission during the Wano arc.
Christian, it's the best we got for the next arc.
Next arc.
We got Dick for the next arc.
The battle hasn't even started yet, and you're saying the next arc's happening.
I'm saying we usually get a good hint of where we're going next.
Yeah, but this isn't post arc. This is post Reverie shit.
Yeah, I know, but it should have been during the Reverie, which is now an odd situation.
Why have this news here, right? If it's got nothing to do with Wano, you just could have put it at the end of the Reverie chapters.
Because he's telling you who's not turning up.
No, he's telling you who is turning up, and it's everyone, alright?
He's still on this area.
Right? What should happen?
Why would Boa and Mihawk go to Wano?
Mihawk's on the loose, he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. He wants a good time, he's going to Wano. Easy. He wants to go fight Kaido, I don't know. Boa, she's gonna go join the Grand Fleet. She doesn't have a fucking banner anymore.
Maybe she hears Luffy's in trouble or something.
It's possible.
Buggy
wants to go get his giants back. He needs his giants for his crew. Gonna go get those. The Grand Fleet shows up. Buggy's there.
Who's reporting all this? Who's reporting
that?
We
have the intel. The world has the intel. We know there are scammers. We know there are spies in the world government. They're getting the intel.
I guess Drake's there.
I mean, Mingo had an inside man. They all had an inside man.
They didn't know that Big Mama Kaido joined forces. And apparently CP...
Well, it was a day off, so they got the intel, you know?
Okay.
They got the intel. So...
Oda's telling you they're also strapped for resources as well.
They are strapped for resources. But we all know the sword unit is turning up to Wano.
And you were banking on who's in this sword unit, Christian? Kuzan, Garp.
I'm not saying Kuzan's coming out of hiding to go fight for Luffy, alright? We're gonna have Garp, maybe some Vice Admirals, like fucking Momonga and...
That's not enough to hold off Big Mom.
We got Kobe, we got X-Drake. We don't know how strong Garp is, alright? Maybe gets old mate Sengoku back in action.
Maybe he's got some Lao G techniques.
Of prime form.
Yeah.
Well, he's got 6 parts, so he surely has life return.
Perhaps.
Alright, we got Sengoku probably coming.
Christian wants to see that Garp Raikugan so bad.
I want to see it so bad, alright? I want to see it so bad. But it's all happening.
Drake should also have Rokushiki.
Now. Exactly. And I think he stated that he does. I think he's used Soru before in somewhere. So the Marine Defenders coming out strong.
What did I say?
Vice Admirals. We don't know how strong Vice Admirals are. Why couldn't Oniguma take out Boa? Ridiculous. All right. Here's the thing. Why have the Warlord system to get strong people on your side if they are not as strong as Vice Admirals?
Well, they're there
What's the
because they
point?
need to balance out the
They're a power to the
world
world.
powers. Yeah.
So why have characters that aren't as strong as Vice Admirals if it
Mihawk,
doesn't matter?
Mingo, Kuma, Boa are devastating individuals.
They're stronger than Vice Admirals. We can all say that.
Sure.
Maybe okay, Bargap, because that's a meme.
Right.
We're talking Oniguma. We're talking Momonga. We're talking
Doflamingo
Strawberry.
Doflamingo's disgusting.
Yes. You know,
When's Dofi escaping? It's soon, right? It's soon.
he's off the floor. He's got more leg room. All right,
They're loosening it up.
They're loosening it up the chains.
Bad idea.
Very, very bad idea. Mingo escaping soon. But surely they capture someone. Or there's some sort of show of strength with his new weapon. So we get to know what it is, how strong it is. Because we need to scale a new weapon, right?
We're not going to see it. Like,
Until it's revealed.
This plot line isn't going to keep going until we get to end of Act 3.
Now, do you think we're getting
Also,
more chapters
this is...
of this?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. And this is why I think this is set up for the next arc, right? Every time we see this shit, it's always post-act. So this plot line is this is basically a B plot running through the in between the acts, and then we finish all the acts, and we have set up for the next arc straight away.
But here's the thing, right? Is Wano the first battle of the World War? Because it could back-to-back bleed into each other.
Yeah,
So,
could.
like, is it like is
Well, the world order is getting reshuffled at the moment.
yeah.
So I don't, like I said this on Twitter. I'm thinking the next arc is like a war on Alabasta, which will serve a few points.
I can't see Luffy going backwards.
Well, he would definitely.
I have to go through Fishman Islands again. We can scrap it off the list.
We can see Laboon again on the way back after we do.
It's so messy. It's so messy.
It is, but once Luffy even hears about Alabasta, he's going. There's no reason not to go.
Unless it's already destroyed and Blackbeard's already won.
Even so, like, he'll still go to check it out because of Vivi.
I don't think
He must. He has to.
Unless Vivi's captured by the Marines and then we get Marineford 2. You know.
I don't know why. Like, why would she be a criminal?
Because they say she's divulging world secrets.
Ancient weapon or something, you know. This is the thing also. Boa definitely afraid of losing her warlord status in Amazon Lily. They're completely fine with it. Is it character growth, Christian?
It's not character growth. She's just not with Luffy.
Right.
Right?
But she was definitely afraid of losing her warlord status.
Yeah, while talking to Luffy. Alright? The soft spot. Now, Luffy's not there. She's a hardened warrior, alright?
Yeah, but that's the truth though. When she talks.
Yeah, but she's not telling the people that.
She has to show her.
She's just so strength.
Yeah, sure.
But I think Boa's capable enough, alright? Vice Admirals.
They have to send admirals to take out all these warlords, at least. Like, how many vice admirals are you gonna send? 10?
Yeah. I mean, the Kuja pirates.
People talking about pink fucking whatever and brown bear or whatever they are.
Sage Chaton.
Yeah.
Why did Oda?
I feel like they're memes.
Why did Oda do this? Just piss with Marine fucking stands can talk about them.
Sure.
Because they're quote unquote almost admiral level. I mean, okay. Where were they in Marineford? Oh wait, they didn't exist. Oda made them as a meme.
Shanks suspiciously not in this chapter. Disappointing.
He's out of the picture. He's gone. Alright, where is he? On his way to Wano, alright?
Mate, why can't we just have a Luffy Shanks alliance for Wano? Why do we have to have everyone else turn up?
Because they have to fight someone, you know. Having Shanks and his crew is, you know, it's over. Alright, it's over. So there you go. There's the chapter. Ratings, obvious 10 out of 10. Right? Shanks's child.
I'm kind of pissed off about the time situation and how unclear it was.
Yeah, you gotta keep a
You,
close eye.
you
That's
gotta
all.
like do the math after the chapter.
Yeah.
I'd say a 9 out of 10.
But
It's
Shanks' kid is in the chapter.
not Shanks though.
Shanks' child! The son of Shanks!
Sure. Fine,
10 out of
10.
10. That's right.
10 10 because of Shanks' child. Now, Christian, next week we will get Act 3 beginning. I don't think we're gonna get more chapters of this.
There's nothing to talk about. Unless you want to see Shanks.
Yeah, there's nothing to do apart from start this plot line, which won't happen.
Apart from Warlord fights that we're not gonna get. Alright.
You can't continue the
Because
plot line unless you start the arc.
that's
This
what
arc.
I'm saying.
So we're gonna cut.
If it continues next week, surely this is part of Wano.
If it
We're just
continues
starting a
next
new
week,
arc.
you have to see the other warlords.
Fight. What other
Maybe,
Warlords?
maybe Zabo and Kuma, but that gives that away.
Yeah, there's whole questions about Kerm. We'll get into that in the question corner. About is he dead? What happened? 'Cause, he was already captured.
Mm.
That kind of thing. So, there you go. There's a chapter, great chapter of One Piece. Oda giving us the goods, alright? We got, but like, no one's buying this A shit. Not A shit, Zabo shit. No one's buying it.
Sure.
Just like Oda last week gave us the law bait, this week he gives us the Zabo bait. And we're not taking it. Because it's obvious that it's not true.
Right.
Oda's not going to kill Zabo off screen. And
Sure.
in a non-important way.
Mm.
So yeah. And there's a chapter. All
Next
right.
week, Act 3 begins.
That's right. Next week, Act 3 begins. How we're going to start it? Are we just going to gather? We're going to get a feast?
We'll cut to the
Will
fire
Jinbei,
festival.
will Neko show
We'll
up?
see the procession.
Okay, but
which
that's
will
not the whole
be-
chapter.
Yeah, we'll have Apu fucking
It's
around.
fucking 2 pages.
Kirishura in the shadows. I think Oda. Well, it's a big event in Japan, so I think Oda would want to cover it.
Yeah, but how much of a procession can you actually draw? You can draw like 20 pages of a procession.
Fucking Apu DJing will be fucking 2 pages alone.
No. It'd be one panel.
You know it will.
It'd be one panel.
It'd be one double page spread.
It'd be one panel.
Maybe there might be a little stage play or a stage dance or something.
Procession, Straw Hat Feast, maybe Jinbei shows up, maybe Neko shows up.
Sure.
Big time for Act 3 next week. Alright, there you go. Now, on to How Strong is Shanks. Every week, we come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the good king. But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. Who think Drake is the strongest. Who think sweatiest man on the planet Alkain is the strongest.
He's strapped to resources.
And I think Mihawk's the strongest. Strong man, but not the strongest. And I think Aimu's the strongest, the worst of them all.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Why doesn't Aimu just come off his high horse and evaporate all the warlords for himself?
Because he's got to keep himself hidden,
Right, sure.
Yeah. But they're not the strongest. Shanks is the strongest. And every week we come with 100% genuine, factual information to the table. To prove them wrong. This week's information is Shanks is so strong that his child, at the age of 2 years old, could take out a bicycle without leaving a mark on his skin. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the good king. Alright. On to the topic of the show. What is BB doing? What's he doing? Alright. Let's get into it. Now, this chapter, I would say, intentionally confusing what Blackbeard's doing. It doesn't necessarily say what it is. It is preceded by the Zabo death thing. But
It is though an item. He's going to get an item,
a thing.
not a person.
A thing.
Yes.
He says, let's get it before the Marines do. Right? It refers to place, item, person, it, power, all that kind of shit. Right? Concept, who knows? So, could be anything. But I think there are four options at the table.
Sure.
First one, he's going to go get the me. And I think that is the least likely and obvious bait. Alright? First of all, we already know that Blackbeard sent out Burgess to go get it from the Colosseum and Dressrosa.
And he failed.
And he failed. But if Blackbeard wanted this fruit so badly, he should have just gone himself, / stomped Dressrosa out, and got the fruit.
Well, he can't let it slip again, Christian.
But why would he send himself and his entire fleet?
Well, they have to go to the Marines.
His entire
Pick it up.
fleet.
They have to go to
Fight the Marines. Risk losing men. Just to get this fruit.
Do you think he respects the Navy as a threat?
I think he's a smart man. I don't think he's done the calculations.
But Christian, the entire Navy is also at Alabasta.
For a reason. And we know why that reason is. We'll get to it. Alright? So, massively doubt that it's Zabo. One, he's already quote-unquote dead, so how's Blackbeard getting the fruit from the body? Makes no sense.
Maybe he assumes the Marines have the fruit, Christian, already.
Why would he assume the world government have that knowledge?
He has that knowledge.
He has that knowledge. Where did he get it from? We don't know. Alright? There you go.
I'm sure Vegapunk would have that knowledge about Delphrus.
Sure, but did he share it? Did he tell anyone? All that kind of shit, alright? Is he going to go recruit the Warlords? He's always looking for strong people. Getting Mihawk on his side would surely be a big boon for our Blackbeard's strength, right?
You'd imagine Mihawk would respect a man such as Blackbeard.
No, but Blackbeard, persuasive man,
Maybe this is where Shiryu defeats Mihawk for no reason.
Oh, there you go. There's Eric's dumb theory. There's the dumb theory coming out back.
So my theory.
Yeah.
How dare you put that on me?
But he did not eat the diamond fruit. So the theory already losing ground.
I love it. Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Your favorite Oda destruction of theories?
Oda backhand into the face. Next one will be Blackbeard not getting the third Delphrus.
Now, is he going to go get Buggy? You get a whole bunch of men. You get a massive crew on your side. Buggy does have a lot of followers.
Yeah, let's talk about the context of the sequence here, Christian. Everyone's reading the newspaper. There's 3 events.
Yes.
Which event is you referring to, or is you not referring to any of the events?
Exactly. So it could be that, could be not. Could be that Zabo could be reacting to Zabo's death. Could be reacting to the Warlords going down. Could be reacting to the assassination plot. But we do not see a newspaper in his hand, nor does he mention the newspaper. So it's very vague. We do see a newspaper in Mingo's hands, so he's clearly reacting to the news there. So Blackbeard being very dodgy. We don't necessarily know if he's talking about, we don't know necessarily what he's talking about.
Sure.
So, the third, and in my mind, most likely and craziest reveal, is going to Alabasta. Now, we get the information in this chapter that the Marines are using their full resources to stop an incident in Alabasta. What will take their full resources? A emperor with his fleet.
So let's think about this correctly, right?
Yeah.
Blackbeard's reacting to whatever it is. He's going to set out to the seas.
Yeah.
A week before Alabasta is being targeted.
Yeah. He's in the New World, takes travel time,
So he gets there and the Navy are thwarting Blackbeard on Alabasta.
Yeah.
Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
What is he there for?
He's there.
And why did he go there now?
Now, the assassination attempt could have confirmed the rumors of Pluton being there. Blackbeard ran the assassination attempt. He's thinking why they're trying to assassinate Cobra. Maybe Cobra brought it up at Merijoa. Maybe Cobra's like, what's Pluton? What's the ancient weapons? He's asking questions
But how does Blackbeard know this?
He's got an insight. Lafitte strolled into Merijoa like it was nothing. Let's not forget that.
It's all very complex, Christian.
But Blackbeard, a very complex man. Let me tell you the tale of Blackbeard and his mastermind scheme, starting Marineford just to get Whitebeard's fruit.
Now,
Let me tell you about that.
answer me this question: isn't the ancient weapon supposed to be secret?
Yes, but we know Blackbeard has.
And isn't it not supposed to be on Alabaster?
It's unconfirmed where it is. Some say it's in Alabaster.
Now,
Some say it's
Drit's saying that Frankie never had the blueprints to Pluton, but had some kind of blueprints to a weapon that could stop counter Pluton. Is this correct?
It can't be disproved, and that's frustrating.
Why can't it be disproved?
Because they never specifically say it's Pluton.
What do they say? Blueprints.
It's a blueprint to a powerful weapon.
Right.
Never specifically directly stating, it's...
Even though Pluton...
They do say Pluton a lot.
Is on the script.
Frankie never says he has the blueprints of Pluton.
But CP0, I think he does.
CP9 thinks he does. But does he
CP9.
actually have it? You can't disprove it. That's all I'm saying.
But it is, though.
But I would say it is, because otherwise why...
Tom was entrusted with the blueprints.
Maybe they're hidden somewhere else. Maybe Frankie didn't actually burn the blueprints. He burnt the...
But Tom gave them to Iceberg, who gave them to Frankie.
Yes.
Why would Tom have some random blueprints for a Pluton destroyer?
Yeah, it's all very
and not Pluton.
Here's the thing. It's too complicated and convoluted for it to be true.
Right.
It's like, why do we have this arc and it wasn't actually the Pluton, and Frankie reveals that he actually has...
But you're saying there's never a line of dialogue confirming that it is a Pluton weapon.
That Frankie has the Pluton blueprints in his hands. It's never confirmed.
But nor is it confirmed that it's a Pluton destroyer or something like that. Right. So it's all very vague.
It's all very vague, and you can't disprove it.
Right.
So, I guess some people say it's confirmed. So, I don't know why that's relevant, per se.
Because, like, I don't know. Someone could have the real blueprints or whatever. It's all very... You'd have to ask the theory community.
People have been saying that Pluton's been under the sands of Alabaster for a long time. That's an old theory.
I mean, Robin did tell us that it's not there.
Robin lied to Crocodile and told him that they weren't there. So...
Never told the Straw Hats anything different.
Exactly. Never said anything else about it, ever. So...
Right.
We know she did lie to Crocodile and told him that they weren't here and that this poneglyph is about something else when it actually was about Pluton. So, Robin, not necessarily the most accurate purveyor of news. And
we know that Cobra knows the history of Pluton, right?
Yes.
Or not all of it. He knows some.
He went to Marijora to ask questions about it. About the ancient history, about the ancient weapons, about the poneglyphs.
So you'd imagine... So you're saying that information about Pluton being on Alabaster got out, and now everyone's trying to get it?
Yes. And this is only really backed up by the fact that the Marines are quote-unquote using their full resources to stop an incident at Alabaster.
And you'd imagine that incident is Blackbeard fucking it up.
Well, what could it be? Like, why would some random-ass group go to Alabaster for no reason? That's what you gotta think.
The cleansing might be some kind of excuse to wipe it out.
Like an external...
But
Garp's the one telling us the information off record. He's telling the fishermen off record. Oh, by the way, I should have told you this, but this is happening.
Right.
Like, he's telling them before the information gets out.
He's also not being specific at all.
Exactly. There was an incident, we're using our full resources.
For me, the sentence structure and the context of the situation is him saying, don't fear the people of the world government.
Well, don't fear the people. Pirates are people, Blackbeard's an emperor. They're dangerous. They're attacking a world government affiliated country. Fishermen have been. We never really got an answer on
the Fisherman Island situation anyway.
It looks like it failed. They're not on the surface. So
I don't think they brought it up.
Maybe they did. Maybe we'll get that in Act 3 after the fact.
Sure.
But for me, that makes sense. Because it has to be an external force attacking Alabaster. It has to be a big enough It has to be big
Purpose?
enough force. It has to be big enough force for the world government to use a massive amount of resources, and there has to be a reason why someone would attack Alabasta. There has to be a
Purpose.
reason. Purpose.
For Blackbeard to obtain an ancient weapon? Is that the
Yes,
purpose?
that's the purpose. The evil man has the evil weapon.
Right.
How do we make him more powerful? We give him an ancient weapon instead of a third devil fruit. There you go.
And we know it's a ship.
Yeah, it's a ship. Blackbeard's flagship being Pluton is pretty dangerous, alright?
Yeah, sure.
Just goes around nuking countries.
I mean, Frankie could build it.
He could.
Or an anti-Pluton, as some say.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But
Um,
does that make sense to you? Because there's so many things that have to
look.
line up. That it could be
Also,
possible.
like, the Navy want to wipe out Alabasta.
well,
Or the family.
the world government wants to wipe
the
it out.
world
The
government.
Navy has obligations to the world government affiliated countries.
So the Alabasta plotline is to give Blackbeard a weapon.
To give Blackbeard the ancient weapon, make him capture Vivi because some bullshit bloodline where Vivi's the only one who can press the button, or some horseshit like that.
Nefertari
Yeah.
bloodline or whatever. Mm.
He's captured Vivi. Luffy has a reason to fight Blackbeard again. There you go.
So is that the next arc? Luffy vs Blackbeard.
On Raftel. Is next arc just straight up Raftel?
We need the poneglyph.
We need the
So,
poneglyph from Albath. There's a whole bunch of shit, alright? But,
This endgame shit's still not coming any clearer.
no, not at all. Alright? So now, the Marines are going to, like, if you think this final war is happening, the Marines are going to be severely weakened. Low on resources, low on men, severely weakened and damaged. Because they're going off the wards. They're going to
So
get
the
fucked up.
entire Navy fleet is trying to stop Blackbeard getting Pluton, and he succeeds in getting Pluton.
Yes.
That is abysmal on the world government.
Well,
That's
Blackbeard's a
horrific.
disgusting man.
That's horrific. How could the world government fail
Well,
that situation?
here's the thing. They've sent a lot of resources out to go fucking get the warlords.
Some incident.
Let's just talk about the warlords first.
Yeah.
They sent 10 ships to go capture Majorque. They're all dead. Alright?
Right.
That's 10 massive warships.
Yeah, but
out of
who
the
cares
equation.
about fodder?
Yeah, but according to Oda, fodder's important. Alright?
Right. Alright.
Vice Admirals are
Fair
getting
enough.
destroyed as well. Let's just say some very powerful units getting knocked out. Resources, 10 ships were surrounded, impel down. 10 ships around impel
But
down.
you'd imagine Fujitoro would be personally trying to deal with this situation as well because it's his idea.
Sure, maybe Fujitoro's going on the Mihawk ships, but I'm saying, even a battle with Mihawk, even if they succeed, massive resources, massive casualties. You could say the same for Boa, maybe not Buggy. Boa and Mihawk are destroying a lot of marine resources.
Sure.
And Kobe's already saying they're scrapped on resources. And then Blackbeard decides to attack Alabasta. They have to send the remaining forces over. Alright, Blackbeard's got 2 Devil Fruits, massive destructive capability. He's got his crew, he's got Kuzan with him. All these kinds of crazy shit.
Oh, Akun is sweaty.
Akainu. Someone has to be left to defend a fort. It's straight after Reverie, all that kind of crazy shit. They know that maybe the revolutionary is gonna do a counterattack. So they're gonna be strapped for resources, and the quote unquote final war could be in 2 weeks, and they got no resources.
We'll have admirals, Christian, which is all that really matters.
Sure, but how they're gonna start their great cleansing? We already know they're so desperate for resources. They're contracting Wano to make weapons.
Yeah.
That's how desperate for resources they are. The Marines in a very bad situation. Very bad situation.
Sure.
So, there it is.
Speaking of Marines, how does one cash a check in the One Piece universe? Do
Well,
you,
you'd
do you have
assume
to go
there's
to
banks,
you go to a
there's-
bank?
Sure.
Do they pull it out of the Marine situation? Is that an individual bank or is that a world government bank?
There'll be branches around on different islands. You know, you would assume there'd be branches.
Sure, but is it all from the Chamber of Commerce or they're all separate individual banks?
I imagine there's one bank. You wouldn't necessarily, have multiple banks.
Sure.
No reason.
Who is the banking king, Christian?
Some crazy man, alright?
Uh,
So there you go. Will, I think it has to be the most likely outcome.
do you said 3? Is there a 4th?
There's a 4th, he's going to Wano.
For what?
To take over Wano, to get the territory, to get Kaido's fruit, to get the road poneglyph. He needs the road poneglyph still. To
He
become
says
Pyro King.
he says if the Marines are gonna take it, the Marines aren't taking Wano.
He could mean that. He could mean the road poneglyph from Kaido.
It's annoyingly vague.
Exactly. Or just baiting the shit out of you.
It's like
Exactly.
it's so vague, no one can even guess what's going on.
It could be like a random
And it has
option that
nothing
we
to
haven't thought about.
do. It has nothing to do with the last time we saw him.
Yeah.
Or
So
maybe it does.
Maybe that's why I'm saying it's Wano. Because it could be completely unrelated to.
Now, does this throw a spanner in the works of your big fuckfest Wano
No,
situation?
because it's still happening.
Christian, the Navy can't do dick.
The Navy could never do dick. What are you talking about?
But their hands are tied now.
Yeah,
Who's gonna turn up?
Well, we're gonna have some Marine
So
forces.
you're banking on the sword unit that
Send
has
the sword
Kuzan in it.
unit. Send Green Bull. Send Kuzan. Or no, send
Garp.
send Garb. Send Kizaru. All right.
That's a lot of units,
That's
Christian.
a lot of units.
It's a lot of men.
You know, we got the world's greatest threat right now is Big Mom Kaido Alliance.
That they just found out about.
Yeah. So they gotta do something. They're in a terrible position. They gotta do something.
Sure.
They got no warlords. They run out of resources.
Kuzan would help the Straw Hats though.
He would.
So that's a Kuzan and Garp. And Smoker. I feel like that's a good.
Smoker.
I feel like the sword unit has to have Smoker in it, right?
Yeah. I feel like Smoker, Dashigi, and the good Marines on the sword unit.
And they're gonna turn up at least.
So there it is. There's the do you agree that Alabasta is the most likely outcome, just from all the connections in this chapter?
But like fucking Pluton out of nowhere. Like,
I mean,
what the?
it has to kind of come into play at some point. You know what I mean?
Where's Uranus?
Where's Crocodile? Surely
Where is
Crocodile was in
Crocodile?
on this action. Maybe Crocodile's gathered enough forces to go take Alabasta again.
Sure.
Maybe.
I'm still not. I don't know. I'm not sold on any situation. You know.
Yeah, it's
Because
all very vague. Yeah.
We know Blackbeard wants Devil Fruits. He could be interested. We know Blackbeard. He's sneaky. He's doing some shit.
Yeah.
Brings up a lot of questions about how does he know about
But
Pluton.
we do know Blackbeard will pick up and go take out someone on a whim. We know he did that with Dragon. He just fucking turned up to Boltego and fucked it up and took all the resources.
Sure.
So you could say why wouldn't he turn up to Alabasta to take Pluton? That's a massive boon for his army. Like he's gathering resources. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. We'll see. It's all very confusing and strange.
There-
But what do you think happens to these warlords, Christian? They're just chilling out forever?
Well, we know Bo is joining the Grand Fleet. We know that.
Mayhawk?
That's obvious. Mihawk just hanging out.
Joining Shanks, obviously.
Joining
Going back to his
Shanks.
old crew.
Going back to his old crew, exactly.
Taking up the right-hand man mantle again.
Buggy somehow becomes an emperor through Comedy of Errors.
Sure.
That's why he's in Wano, just to take all the credit and become an emperor.
Maybe.
There you go. Weevil, who gives a fuck, you know?
Should turn up in Wano if he's connected to the Marco plotline.
Marco, yeah. There you go. There it is. Alright. Now, move it on to the power scale. Let's just do a reset. Scale time. Here it is.
Christian Morgans. He is a
Big
Delphin
news.
Eater.
Now, before that, my camera keeps on zooming in and out, and it's fucking annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I have to stay still. I have to stay calm.
Just stay still.
Alright? I have to stay still. So, Morgans. What do you want to say about Morgans?
Bird Zoan fruit.
Bird Zoan. That's what you got for me.
He beat up some kind of CP member. That's a feat. That's a feat.
Doesn't put him out of trash.
Beat him up.
Sure. Doesn't put him out of trash.
It has to take him out of trash. Now, what level is this man, Christian? Is he just a grunt?
Now let's hold on. Because we got Balmain in trash. We got Full
Yeah.
Body in trash. The man who defeated Yasuko and Johnny.
This is a CP member, Christian. He surely has.
We don't know what
Rokishikis.
unit. We don't know what grade. It could be CP fucking 8. The worst unit. Alright?
Surely he's been trained in Rokushiki.
Which is the worst unit? CP1? Yeah,
I don't
CP1's
fucking
the
know.
worst unit. It could be CP1. We got no idea. This could be some fodder CP
Could be
unit.
CP0.
I doubt it.
He could be the right hand man to Rob Loach. You don't know.
Crazy. So
Christian, this is a feat. He beat him up real quick.
he
CP
did-
member.
He did say, "Do not underestimate the power of big news Morgans."
Correct.
So what
It has to be low. It has to be low. At least has to be low.
low or low? What are we
Low.
talking about? Low? Stronger than Arlong. You said he's stronger than Arlong.
Let me inspect.
This is
alright?
insanity.
Does
Yeah,
he
it's
beat
trash.
Foxy, Christian?
No.
He doesn't beat Foxy.
Foxy has the beam, the slow beams. We don't know his durability.
Low.
Low.
At least.
I'm
He
saying
beat up a CP member. As a feat,
Is
He
it
beat
a
up-
more impressive feat?
he destroyed Koza.
Okay, Koza's shit, yeah, okay.
If he destroyed Pushemi,
Sure.
he'd beat Patty. He'd beat Heisberg.
I know that he's beaten Paddy.
He beat Patty. Patty's what got the fucking
Paddy's a tough sea
fucking-
cook, alright?
crawdaddy gun or whatever it
Yeah.
is. Beat Pompey.
Sure. Would he be? He wouldn't be. He didn't get knocked out by the Conqueror's Haki at the table,
Correct. That's a feat as well.
which is interesting. So you're saying Lolo.
Throw the zone abilities in there as well.
It is confirmed that he is a zone fruit. That he is a zone.
Extra durability, extra stamina.
Can't fly, or maybe he has a bird form. Probably has a bird form. Can't
He
fly.
definitely has a bird
This
form.
camera is doing it again.
Doing what again, Christian? You're gonna figure it out. All right.
I'm not moving. I guess I think I'm stuck in the threshold of it zooming in and out. Here we go.
I don't think snapping is gonna do anything for you.
I don't know. I gotta stand in the middle of it, probably. Alright, it stopped. No? Okay.
Anyway, Morgan's low.
Alright. Morgan's Lolo.
What do you got? You got anything for me?
Is it time for Drake? Or is it not time for Drake?
It can't be time for Drake. We didn't get anything.
He is a leader of the
We-
Special Forces of the Marines.
Sure. No combat feat this chapter, so it doesn't change
It
anything.
is perception feat. It is a perception feat. Does this make him stronger in your eyes, or does it change anything?
It changes who he fights.
Normal
Sanji
Sanji.
off the books.
Sanji.
Is this a Daifuku situation where Sanji never gets a fight in Wano?
Sanji just never gets a fight again.
Sure. Will he fight Daifuku in Wano?
Who knows? Alright, who knows?
So yeah, I don't know. Depends who Drake fights. I don't know if it makes him stronger or weaker.
Alright, not Drake then.
I feel like it makes him weaker because he's connected to Kobe, but he is a part of a secret
But
sword
he
unit.
he is the leader of Kobe's unit. Kobe's just a
Sure.
member. Drake, captain of the sword
Sure.
unit. Okay?
You'd
So-
imagine how Mappa is involved as well.
Sure. I don't know if that's, anything to...
That doesn't help his case.
I don't know if that's anything to write home about.
Sure.
But yeah.
Well, no,
So-
we'll hold off on Drake.
Hold
Have
off
we
on
done
Drake.
Hawkins yet?
We don't know Hawkins. He's in low high.
Yes.
Let me think.
We did Tom last week.
That's true. It's all very strange. Cub from the Tontano crew. The Carmen guy. The fat guy. The one with the beetle fruit.
Yes, Beetle Fruit. Remind me what he does.
He has a rhinoceros beetle fruit. Got destroyed by Lao G.
Let's go straight to Leo, alright?
We done Leo, right? We done Leo.
Yeah,
We
sure.
said,
Where's Leo at?
hi.
He's in low, Christian. He's in low. Does he match with Leo?
He's got the Zoan. He's got the Zoan bug fruit. Right?
Sure.
The Rhinoceros Beetle, which should give him insane strength, right? Rhinoceros Beetle known for its strength. Surely equal to Leo.
Or about there.
Or about there. He seems to be one of the main Tortana forces. He is on the Grand Fleet.
Let's go low.
Low tier. Cub, low tier, Morgan's track. No, low tier. Low, not low. Right?
Low, yes.
Ridiculous. Man thinks Morgan's can beat Arlog.
Who knows how strong that CP member is?
Alright.
Yeah.
On to the insane amount of questions this week. We got people asking 10 questions.
Now, people, we appreciate the questions. If you want to throw a question, you can throw it in the comments, community tab,
10
Discord.
questions, too many questions.
Now,
Save your questions.
please-
Someone's going to ask a question.
please ask one question.
One question, make it good. Someone's going to ask your question if it's just like, what do you think about the chapter? Someone's already asked that, and we already talked about it during the chapter. So you don't need to ask that question if we,
We appreciate the questions though, Christian. Sure. Keep them coming.
But we have literally 70 plus questions.
So let's get into it.
For a normal week, it's more like 40, 45.
Christian, the war hasn't even started yet. And people are getting excited.
Well, it's a very exciting chapter. Alright. From Lord Zarkon. Good day. I have 2 questions this week. Now that the group, Sword, has been introduced, who do you think is a member? We've already stated Kuzan,
Garp,
Smoker, Toshigi, Fujitora.
No Fujitora.
No Fujitora? You sure? He's part of that Smoker group.
Yeah, but like, how many members are you gonna have in this fucking unit that is apparently top secret and have 2 Admirals in it?
It's a powerful unit. Alright. Probably Helmepro as well.
If it doesn't have Kuzan or
someone strong has to be.
Yeah, it's not gonna have any credibility.
Director. Someone has to be the strong. You need a strong director, right?
Sure.
All right. Second question: is Hawkins dead, or is he more unlikely now that he would join the Alliance after what Lord did to him? So, what do you think his role will be now? Useless, or you think he still joins? I think he still joins the crew. He's a numbers man. He's a
chance man. He's not dead.
No way Lord killed him. Lord doesn't like to kill people.
Oh, apparently.
Apparently Lord doesn't like to kill people, so he didn't kill him.
Very edgy.
Would be against his character, apparently, according to law.
Sure.
Alright, from Badger. Why is Eric a bum? Why are you a bum?
You're not getting the co-host situation. No one signed the petition. And there's actually active people saying you don't deserve it. So Badger.
Still here. Just to suffer.
One day.
Badger.
One day I will get justice.
Badger, you gotta get onto it.
One day we'll get justice. Alright? One day.
Sure.
Alright, from Hime, the ultimate waifu, TM. That's just trademarked, alright? What do you think will happen to each warlord now that the system has been abolished? And do you think Kobe will somehow ally himself with Boa? aka the God Queen. To get her to come to Wano. P.S. Can Christian please learn to use his mic? His voice quality is shit. It sounds like he's not even using it half the time.
Oh man, this is an ongoing. This is an ongoing issue with the show.
It's like we've been doing this for 91 episodes.
Christian's mic handling ability is abysmal.
I think I've done well this episode.
Right. You gotta move the mic with you when you move.
Okay.
Instead, you just talk around the mic.
All right. There you go. Her question. What's happening to Boa? She's going to go join the Grand Fleet. What's happening to Mihawk? Nothing's happening to Mihawk. He's destroying.
He'll go see his friend Shanks.
What's happening to Buggy? Yeah, he probably escapes. Maybe he's captured for a gag.
Who knows?
Weevil, I guess he escapes. He's surrounded by a goon squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who's left?
Kuma.
Kuma, yeah, that's the big question. Kuma. Now, is he dead? Did Zabo succeed in taking
I think
him?
they succeeded, and Zabo's on his way back to Dragon. I don't think anything fucking out of the ordinary happened.
Okay.
I think it all went according to plan.
Alright. There you go. From Demi. How many Zoros are shot at Shanks' thighs? Infinite. How many times? Do I have to answer the question?
Shout out to Demi asking very similar questions every week.
Very similar questions, alright? Some sort of gag, some sort of meme. There you
Sure.
go. From Dart, from the Blue Force podcast. Now, is that trademark infringement?
I don't even know what is Blue Force, Christian. Is it some kind of
Blue
Gatorade?
Force. Now, the Red Force, obviously reference to Shanks.
Shanks' ship, of course.
The Blue Force, some sort of bizarro version. Some sort of off-brand sort of market
Not
version.
cheap knockoff version.
Yeah. Who knows what that is, but there you go. Would there be backlash if YouTubers did their content off the official?
No, there would be no backlash.
No one would literally care.
It's,
No one would care.
YouTubers do it off the unofficial because it's a race to who gets it out first.
Yeah. Legit.
Which is not
no
really
one would care.
legit because we got 2,000 views last week and we were like 3 days late.
Yeah. People want time to digest. They want the good content.
People just want good content, Christian.
Yeah. Alright. And I think putting it out Sunday when no one's putting out content is a good idea. You know what I mean? Also that. But then, you know, we're talking about the business
schedule,
side.
you know.
From Kinderheim, is Mihawk going to get stronger than he already is? He supposedly stopped getting that much stronger because he didn't have any good 1v1s. But now he's joined the fight as the Marines want to capture him.
He's the world's greatest swordsman, alright?
Yeah?
He's strong enough the way he is.
We all know. Kenny's Haki blew him even further.
We have to fight someone legitimate. I don't think the
at
Navy's
level-
sending anyone legitimate.
If the Navy said no one legitimate, you just sent yourself to die.
Yeah.
Alright? You just sent yourself to get murdered. Which is like, why are you doing that, Arcane, dude? That's bad planning. So Goku wouldn't do that. I don't know.
Sure.
Goku master planner. Alright? From Cypher, do you believe that Kobe has a chance of defeating Boa? No.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
There's no chance.
Now, if Oda's legitimate about Kobe jumping and
To
leaping
Admiral level,
into Admiral level, he must defeat
Sure.
Boa right now.
sure. But I think that'd be really bad for Boa because she's never got on a 1v1. And the
Yeah.
first one she gets is a loss.
She fought Momonga.
I mean, was that a fight? She basically demolished him.
Yeah.
You know, with her sheer presence alone. Right? Apparently Boa's weak, so there you go. From Margin, would you prefer Luffy being trained by Shanks to become an Emperor level, or Luffy trained himself to do that level by the time he meets Shanks? Which you prefer?
Well, he'll be Admiral level by the time Wano's ended.
Now, why are you yawning? Why are you tired? Why are you yawning? Right? No reason to yawn. It's 11 in the
Recording
morning.
for an hour and something, Christian.
Are you not entertained?
I'm entertained. Don't worry about that.
You don't even have to read all these questions. How are you
I'm entertained by the Lord Shanks, Christian. And I'm thinking about...
And it drained too much energy and you had to yawn.
I'm just thinking about the next level.
Okay.
Of where Luffy needs to go.
Alright.
Thinking about Haki. Thinking about Delphids. Luffy will be Admiral level by the time Wano is done.
Alright.
He needs to double his strength, even triple his strength, Christian, to be an Emperor at that point. Because we all know Admirals are trash. Garbage people.
So which do you prefer?
So I'd prefer training Shanks arc, Christian.
Yeah,
Because
we want to see it.
I want to see it! Give it to me!
Exactly. Alright, there you go. From Younger Obama. Are any animals going after the warlords? Now, surely they send an admiral after.
Maybe they're busy with Blackbeard, according to Christian.
Well, that's in the future.
But they'd have to do it.
Yeah, they would have to send at least one admiral after Mihawk. Otherwise, what are you even doing? Why even bother?
It's just to show that you're like, we're willing to send goons after you.
It's just a show of force for no reason, and you're gonna get destroyed. All right. From the Red Robin podcast. Since Bonnie and the Revolutionaries have a common interest in Sam Kuma, do you think that maybe they formed an alliance and she made Zabo quote unquote die in order for him to escape? That's a good possibility. I like that.
I mean, she ages people.
She aged him down to a child. They thought he died. I don't fucking know. You know.
She's definitely joining the Revolutionaries, though.
Yeah, 100%. All right. From Silvers, why do people insist on the idea that Markono's child is someone other than Shanks? Because they don't see the light. They don't understand.
I think there's a question on how this happened, so we'll answer that when we get to it.
Okay. I've argued people who actually believe that it's Zabo's, Ace's, and even Garp's child. Garp getting it done. Alright? Late old age. Another Monkey D in the family, apparently.
Alright, sure.
Right. From Gwyn. Thoughts about Shanks being the one who thwarted the assassination attempt.
Possible.
He stops wars, he stops assassination attempts. Maybe that's who Rob Lucci ran into.
Sure.
He was gonna go stab Cobra. Mihawk's like, no, what's going on here? I don't think so.
Shanks, Christian.
Shanks turns up out of nowhere, as he always does.
You'd be sweaty.
Oh, instant. Okay, Inu sweaty. Alright, instant.
100%.
Alright. From Jordan Lee. Reading the last chapter made me think about how Karina really died. Here we go. What do you guys think happened? I think one of Zoro's final endgame opponents perhaps killed her in an horrible soul duel, but Kirishiro didn't tell Zoro because... it's Koshiro. Koshiro didn't tell Zoro because that swordsman was too strong for Zoro at the time, and therefore he would protect Zoro. The person who killed her was not evil, but it was a young prodigy, Mihawk. Oh, Mihawk killed Kuina. What do you think about that? I don't think so.
No!
It would add weight to the Zoro fight.
Stupid. Dumb.
Why would Mihawk fight a child? I don't understand this. Mihawk was an adult when Roger died. I don't understand why he would fight a child.
Or at least a late teen. Why would he fight a child in a random village?
And murder her for no reason.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
I don't
She fell down the stairs and died, alright?
That's all it is.
That's what happened.
From Alcazar Balinko. Why do you call him Kirishiro instead of Koshiro?
Why are you bad at Japanese for, Christian?
I put an extra R in there because it sounds better.
I've heard people say Kirishiro.
I've heard because of the way you pronounce it. You know, I'm not a Japanese man. How many times do I have to tell you that? I don't know Japanese.
When are you gonna respect the culture, Christian?
I barely know English.
When are you gonna respect the culture?
I respect the culture. I'll tell you what. I respect the culture. But
yeah.
Not a Japanese man. I could barely do English. Are you
know
asking me
that.
to do Japanese?
100% no joke.
Alright, so there you go.
Sure.
From Nuke Boy. Why do I have the hard time listening to them? They're always yawning and they have no energy. Where's their delivery? Now,
Well, last time was the second recording.
it was late in the afternoon. Alright, the despair was set in of the second recording.
Also, we're laid back individuals, Christian. This is a conversational podcast where we shoot the shit.
Also, when you have to answer like 40 questions, it's got to take a toll. You know? There you go. From Return the Slab. Who returns, of course. I don't mind Zoro and Sanji being commander level despite a lack of training because their power-ups in Wano are material. It's like an RPG, getting better gear make you stronger, even if you haven't leveled up. Luffy, on the other hand, doesn't use gear, so he's constantly grinding XP by training and battling powerful enemies. I could see why some might say Zoro and Sanji's power-ups don't feel earned, but I think it's time for Zoro to get a new sword, and is going to have a hard time taming it himself. And Sanji's raid suit is a narrative reward for him working through his childhood trauma. What are your thoughts about this?
Did Sanji work through his childhood trauma?
I think he just experienced it.
Yeah, I don't think he changed or is better off for it.
Well, he put aside his pride in Wano. You could say that's change.
Yeah, but like he never addressed his trauma with his family.
I mean, he kind of did. He's like, I'm better than you.
He's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, well, you know, he came to some kind of conclusion, you know?
Sure.
I guess. And there you go. From Jordan Lee, question corner. What is your favorite type of feat and why? Now, not a feet man. So,
He's talking
I
about
don't really have one.
combat feats, Christian, or is
No,
he talking
he's
about?
talking about human feet. So, I don't know, but he's talking about, you know, the piece of flesh on the body.
Next question.
No, he's actually talking about physical feats, alright? What's your favorite feat?
Combat feat, Christian.
Combat feat?
They're good to they back up the you know, the law feats. Because you need actions, Christian.
We need fights.
You need action.
You need fights, and you see all of it in all together, alright?
You know, it's cool to say that Mihawk's the world's greatest swordsman, Christian, but when he cuts, you know, a fucking tsunami,
Yeah.
you believe it.
Alright. There you go, that's the question. Meme there for a second there, you know. Got him. Alright. From Blackbeard Entertainment. If air slashes are just pressure, strength, and speed, by the moves when it should stand to reason, Luffy should have been sending air blasts or slashes with Gear 2 and higher. So we see last week he said that air slashes are Rio. That was never confirmed. It's a sword technique. It's been stated by Zoro that it's a sword technique. Luffy does have air cannons in Gear 4. I mean, the fucking King Kong gun. Split the fucking place with an air cannon.
Sure.
We got sword techniques like Albaf spears doing air cannons.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily Rio. Like, the Albaf spear and little guns just air pressure. It's been stated to be air pressure in Skypiea, so there's the evidence. Maybe it's only sword techniques, I don't know. Ask Oda. From Calvin T. Question corner. Since the plan has been accomplished from the start, how do you think Orochi will deal... Has been compromised from the start. How do you think Orochi will deal with the information he obtained? Also, how do you think Luffy and Chopper not addressing Big Mom's presence to Kinemon considering the danger of her Empress? Yeah, we already talked about this last week. It's a bit weird, but, you know.
Assumed or talked about off panel.
Also, how are Orochi... Well, what forces does he send to the beach? What's the report?
Yeah, we're confused that Kirishiro isn't enough to deal with Inu, Kawamatsu,
Ashura Doji.
Ashura Doji, so
He's going to have to send some Kaido forces.
maybe the secret police are legit, who knows?
Is that legit? Do you think they're that legit?
Maybe some Fukurokuju? Next question. What prob?
From Dev.
What are you doing?
I lost my spot for a second. Alright. From Dev. I think Corazon was in the sword unit. Since Law spent years with him explaining he could tell Drake as a Marine from his behavior. Did the sword unit exist all the way back then? We know Corazon was an infiltration man.
It's possible.
It's possible. Maybe that's how they have a connection, Drake and Law.
Sure.
From Hyphen Sama. Do you think that thing could possibly be Pluton? Yes, we talked about this a lot. Eric, not convinced.
It's out of nowhere. It's interesting. It's needs to be explained.
Sure. From Joshua. Is it possible that Zabo is currently being interrogated by CP0 or undergoing some sort of brainwashing procedure that Vegapunk invented? Could they beat Kavitsky Zabo into the CP agent?
Robot Zabo.
Oh shit, mind control Zabo.
I think he escaped and they assume he's dead or something. Or some
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
not, I'm not
situation.
convinced he's captured because I think why would the Marines lie about that? They'll put on a big display. We captured Zabo. We're gonna execute him on display.
Sure.
I'm not so really sure why. You know. From Eric Romer. First question. Big news. Morgans respected. What do you think? Wopple wants to discuss about. What do you think Wopple's news is? All right.
Well, Wapple's a bad guy. And he doesn't like
Drum
Alabaster.
Island. Or Alabaster.
So he'd probably be reporting something about Alabaster.
So it's Alabaster Intel.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the one who fucking blabbed
Or something about the assassination plan. Or something to make Cobra look bad. Or,
Yeah.
Drum Island to look bad or
Sure.
something.
Alright. Second question. Is Boa coming to Wano? Do you guys think Kobe is getting clapped by Boa? 100%. Kobe ain't. The feats from Kobe are like he redirected a missile.
Sure. We will get some real combat feats from
We're not going to see the fight, so we're not going to get
Kobe.
anything.
We might hear about how he got fucked.
Okay. Is Boa coming to Wano? Yes. Alright, there you go. From Cole Irim.
Christian's convinced.
Is Aokiji a member of Sword? I think it's a possibility. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all know he's not actually working for Blackbeard, alright?
Correct.
Next question from John A. Do you think Boa will remember Kobe from Marineford and how he stood up to Alkanu? Probably not. I don't think that's getting brought up. You think that's getting brought up?
No, that's not
Probably
getting brought up.
Alright. From Geordie T. Do you think Sword is relatively new, like existing in the Great Pirate Age, or it's been around since Roger's era, even in the Rocks era? I think it's relatively new during the time skip era. I think it would have to be before the time skip because Drake was in it the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been around for at least a little bit. The secret unit that infiltrates pirate groups. Did Drake have a crew? Drake didn't have a crew, right? Or he had a very small crew.
I don't
I remember
remember.
seeing goons with him.
Yeah.
There you go. From a Murder Crone. Will Mihawk meet up with Shanks since the wall system has been abolished? Oh, we hope so.
It must.
We hope so. Alright, and then, as Zakuri comes in with 10 questions, we're going to rapid fire him. Alright? Is Kobe strong enough to tussle with Boa? I don't think so.
No.
Do you think any of the warlords will be captured? If so, whom? Maybe Buggy. Who do you think they sent after Mihawk? They would have to send an admiral, otherwise they're stupid. Why do you think Wopple called Morgans? He's got some intel on Alabaster, maybe Drum Island, maybe there's a plot on Drum Island, I don't know. 5, what is Blackbeard after? An ancient weapon? We already talked about that. Pluton, Alabaster, that kind of shit.
Sure.
6, how would you feel if the Zabo incident led to Paramount War 2.0? I'm okay with it. We need a reason for Luffy to go fuck up the world government. I guess it would work out.
Vivi might be the reason,
Yeah, sure. 7, do you think any of the admirals, all new, retired, fired, or even fleet admiral, is part of Sword? If so, whom? Aokiji. Yeah, probably Aokiji. You know.
Mm.
Who do you think established Sword? Is it Fujitora? Is it Garp? Is it Aokiji's own unit?
Seems like
Did Sengoku set it up?
I was gonna say, it seems like a Sengoku situation.
Sengoku move. Okay, Sengoku. When will Vegapunk be revealed in the story? Sometime. It should be at Wano. Right?
Maybe when the new Warlord replacement
But he's on
system's
the way,
explained.
right? He's on the way, isn't he?
No. They
Well-
requested the warship and then requested Vegapunk later.
Yeah, but when does he turn up? He doesn't turn up during the war, surely not.
No.
So he's not turning up at Wano. Or maybe he turns up at the end of Wano to give us exposition. Perhaps.
Maybe we never see him at all.
Probably. 10, what do you think Emu is plotting? The Great Cleansing, killing lots of people. That kind of shit.
Sure. I can't wait for people to say Imo did nothing wrong. Ridiculous.
Alright. From Abu Seal, do you think Imu is actually Gold Roger?
I mean, I'd say so. I'd say not, but stranger things have happened.
You get nothing. You lose.
Moving on. I'm not answering that question.
Okay.
From Russell, first round exit, Westbrook. How many of the 7 warlords do you think are going to be captured / killed?
Buggy.
Buggy, maybe captured. That's probably about it. From Nibe. Don't you think Kobe beating Hancock is a great way for Oda to show Kobe's progress? Yes, but it shoots all over Boa, who has not gone in a 1v1.
Yeah, I've already said that if Oda's serious about Kobe becoming an admiral by the end of the arc,
give him-
he needs to beat Boa.
You know, I would hate to see Boa go down by Kobe. I would hate to see it.
Sure.
From Malphone, how can Zabo get captured when he has people like Kuma close who can teleport you away? In the
Kuma's a bad example.
Kuma can send you away at the speed of light. We got Baby Dragons there. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Kuma doesn't send people away at the speed of light. It took Luffy like 4 days to get to Amazon Lily.
Well, you disappear fast, alright? It's not
Yeah.
the speed of light, but yeah. Unless the globe is...
Yeah, but like
That's right.
Kuma's all fucked up, so I doubt he's gonna be doing that.
Maybe he got a last bit of his mind back just to slap Zabo away.
Where'd he send him?
Yeah, send him to Wano, baby!
Oh, sends him straight to Wano.
Send him straight to Wano.
Alright, baby.
Lands on the beach in front of Luffy.
Sure.
There you go.
Alright.
Joshua asked the second question. Do you think the Navy will actually send good matchups against the Warlords after the fodder are done stalling them? If so, who would take? You need Fujitora against Mihawk, and that's maybe not even enough. Alright? Boa, send Momonga, send fucking Strawberry,
Oniguma.
send Oniguma, send a few Vice Admirals. Maybe sending an Admiral after Boa might be overkill, alright? Might be. But Monga did get fucked up by Boa just by looking at her. So
Sure.
Monga, maybe he's upped his resistance to Boa's devil fruit.
Sure.
From Black Recluse. How does Jury Bonnie play into this? Do you think Sword can handle facing CP0? Sword versus CP0, well, yeah, I mean, Rob Luigi's the only one of note. You know what I mean?
Drake versus Rob Lucius would be a good fight.
I think Rob Luigi's stronger, but I think Sword versus CP0 is a possibility. They don't like him, so we've got that connection, I guess.
Sure.
From Reality D. Do you think Zabo rescued Vivi and fled from the incident that happened? I feel like he saved her in the chaos, but everyone thinks they're still missing / dead.
Possible.
Could result in the assassination plot headline, maybe, but that was supposed to be covered up, but it wasn't covered up. So, you know, very strange. From Holfa City, do you think Drake told Marine / government or the creator of Sword about Shirahoshi, assuming Caribou told him? Now that's interesting. Haven't really heard anyone talk about this. Drake canonically captured Caribou, and Caribou knows about Shirahoshi. Would he let that information go into the hands of the Marines? I don't know. He seems to be a good guy Marine. It's possible. I'll say that. It's possible.
Alright.
Alright, from DR. Of all times to attempt to get Kuma back, why would Zabo do it during the revelry?
He has to. It's his comrade.
Was the point of going to the revelry just to get Kuma back, or was it like a side goal?
Well, apparently declare war as well.
But they fucked it up and
Yeah.
got attacked by Fujitora and Grimble. Okay. And Dragon just didn't turn up because it was too hot.
I don't know what Dragon's doing.
Dragon, what are you doing, alright? From Dream the Chaser. Where do you think Mihawk would end up at, since he's being chased? Will he stay put or move to Wano? I think he's moving to Wano, baby.
Cushion's all in.
I'm all in, baby! Roll those dice. They'll be on the seas, Kaido's army. Oh shit, look at all these ships. Then a massive sword slash goes across, and it's a tiny dinghy boat, and it's Mihawk. And the crowd goes wild. Do you know how much hive that'll generate?
A lot.
Oh shit, Mihawk's here, it's over. There you go.
He's really Denduro.
That's crazy. From Prince K. So with the current events, it doesn't look like the Marines are going to Wano, at least for a big part. Kobe said they don't have enough resources, so CP0 will enter for the world government side. What do you think about this? I think they'll send a small sword. The sword unit will turn up.
And Cushion's assuming that...
Inu cannot let this situation happen.
And Cushion assumes that Kuzan and Garp and Fujitora on that sword unit.
Garp's turning up for the Rocks connection.
Okay.
He's the man who broke up Rocks. Sure, he's turning up.
Sure.
Alright, do you think Aokiji's part of Sword? Yeah. It's either that or Revolutionaries. He's probably part of Sword. You know, the good unit. You know. Aoki always deflects questions about Kuzan as well. He's always like, don't ask about him.
You know, Drake's infiltrated Kaido.
But the Gorosei do say... Who roasts Aoki for Kuzan leaving the Marines? Is it the Gorosei?
Yeah.
So this is
Akinu's like, I don't care about him.
So could this be a super secret, top secret, Marine only organization that was set up to undermine the world government?
Potentially.
I think that's very interesting if that's true. Alright. From Geordie T. Do you know the theory about Niku no Mi's holder, the Kuma fruit, joining the Straw Hats? If so, do you think Kuma is dead either by the Marines hunting him down or something like Zabo killing him because he realized Kuma is lost and he gave him a mercy killing? If you don't know the theory of each Devil Fruit user, yeah, it's the numbers, you know, the Paw Fruit matches up with the numbers of the Straw Hats.
What?
It's number theory bullshit, alright, that people think Oda does.
Okay. I don't think Kuma's dead.
I know the theory, but I'm not convinced that we're getting Devil Fruits at this point. You know what I mean? Like, we're already this far into the story. Maybe Frankie, because he's, you know, a cyborg, like, you know, the connection there. I don't know. There you go.
Frankie would get a couple of tier increases if he got the Paw Fruit.
Mate, broken, alright? From Hoffa City. 1. How did Kobe raise his rank in just a week? They're strapped on resources. They need men. They need
They're
rankings.
scrambling.
They're scrambling. They need to rank people up.
Yeah.
Alright, there you go. Alright. Cole has another question. Who do you think they sent to capture Mihawk? Ah, man. A lot of people, alright? You gotta send admirals to capture Mihawk, alright? There you go. From Walter. Alright, I'm gonna assume is Shanks a god? But really, is it just code? What? Alright, well, I'm trying to decipher this question. Is Kobe going after Boa to have the new Vegapunk weapon? Or does all those ships cause he does not Boa is going to wash the floor with him? So does Kobe have the Vegapunk... Do they have the Vegapunk weapons on deck to go capture these warlords?
You know, I mean, you'd assume so if they're prepared.
Maybe. We need to see him in action at some point, you know? Alright. From Jeremiah Still, I have another theory. Zabo is alive, and he is getting framed for killing Cobra. This plays into my headcanon that Alabasta gets destroyed and Vivi finally joins the Straw Hats. My question is, do you guys think that Vivi will ever join the crew? Well, you know, why are you gonna destroy your mic? You know.
Vivi joining the crew, Christian. No
Yeah.
real point.
Okay. Alright, there you go.
No real
No real
point.
point. She's not a combatant. She doesn't know how to fight properly. She's got the stupid peacock bullshit that doesn't work.
And hypnosis.
Yeah, okay. She got grand line gimmicks as a fighting style. Alright, so
You don't know. Maybe she's trained.
she's trained with
The
Koza.
unkillable man.
Trained with Koza
Pal.
and Pal and
The
Chaka,
unkillable man.
maybe. Alright, from Mount Tang Tall. Who has
What? What?
Who has which type of haki amongst the One Piece YouTubers? No one has the haki. Alright?
What are you talking
What?
about?
This question. Who has each type of haki amongst the One Piece YouTubers?
We have all three.
We have all three, of
Clearly.
course.
Some say we have Future Sight already.
Eric's calling those W's, you know. But he has called a lot of L's. Maybe he's training his haki. You know, the time fruit doesn't exist.
Christian's. What?
The time fruit doesn't exist.
But, you know, Shiryu didn't get the diamond fruit.
So there you go. Eric's already won.
There you go. I already won One Piece. I already got what I wanted.
Eric's already won. So
Yeah.
there you go. From JDT. Sadly, they didn't show us the bounty of each warlord. If you have to give it amount to one now, what would it be? Also, what will Kobe's power set and rank be at the end of the series? So, you know, Haki and 6 paths, you would assume. But
Yeah.
Mihawk's
Will
bounty.
we have Garp the fist action?
Mihawk's bounty, what do you give him?
Couple bill.
You give him the 2 bill.
At least a bill. He's been out of the.
You give him higher than Queen, and Queen has 1.5, 1.3 or some shit.
Yeah, you got to give him 2 bill.
1.4, 2 bill.
Between 1.5 and 2 bill.
Sure,
Hey, he's been frozen for a long time.
that's true. They're gonna realize the power of Mihawk, alright?
Or firsthand.
It's gonna be a slaughter. From Sword D Lollipop. Who do you guys think could potentially be a part of Sword, and for how long? Again, Kuzan, Garp,
Corazon.
you know, Smoker, Tashigi, Fujitora, all kinds of options, right? Maybe some pirate.
What do we think about Hina?
I think he's joining the Grim Marine side. I don't know. You know.
Sure.
All right. From Isaiah? Oh God, you guys would have Shanks' kid as a thumbnail. Yeah, that's right. We would. We would have Shanks' thumbnail. Shanks' kid. The son of Shanks.
It's a god level thumbnail. I had to do it.
From Danto69. Since Wano Ichimonji was said to be a white blade and will help Zoro control Enma, do you think these white swords will have a different final stage as opposed to becoming a black blade?
It's not a white blade. It's just a blade.
It's a blade. Okay. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what that's about.
It's a great sword. It's not a white blade.
Maybe that's a misconception on Danto's part. You know.
Okay.
Right. From Captain Ulrich, why the shitting on Garp? If he knows what happened to the Alabasta Kingdom, wouldn't he know about Zabo? I don't necessarily know what he's trying to say with this question. Are people shitting on Garp because he doesn't care about Zabo?
Perhaps.
Maybe.
I mean, he didn't really interact with Zabo at all.
That's true.
It was more of a Ace
Well,
Luffy thing, wasn't it?
he didn't really interact with Ace. that much, but you know the Roger connection.
Yeah.
The Mixed Mad Zad KK. What can we expect to Zoro in the fights against Kaido? Getting a big hit in, using Enma with some ultimate powerful swing, cutting Mount Fuji in the process. Some
People gonna
crazy...
claim that Zoro did all the damage, and he's stronger than Luffy.
I'll answer the question with one thing, alright? It's this. That's what you can expect. Whatever that means to you, it is what it is, alright?
That's what you can expect for sure.
Because Zoro gets all the sauce, alright?
We know.
From Bill Newen. I believe that the Zabo incident and Alabasta incident are two separate things. Sure.
Okay.
Revolutionaries attacked on the fourth day of the Reverie. Well, whatever happened to Alabasta happened after the Reverie ended. What are your thoughts on both of these events? I've already talked about it during the show. Zabo ain't dead. Alabasta's got to do with the assassination attempt or some shit. It's very vague. Yeah. You know. From Danto, he's back. Maybe he has a better question. In the Blackbeard panel, is it possible he's talking about taking Kaido's fruit for himself instead of letting it fall in the hands of Marine's possession? Or was it something involving Marijoa? And Eric's I'll play for Eric.
You get nothing. You lose.
Alright, Eric's not answering that question.
Can people fuck off with his Kaido getting the dragon fruit?
Blackbeard's
Can
getting the dragon
everyone
fruit.
just fucking Blackbeard get the dragon fruit? Fuck off.
Alright,
so dumb.
moving on. Alright. From Drix R9, what do you think happened with Zabo and Vivi? Is Blackbeard after Zabo's fruit? Why do you have so little subscribers? Love your channel. You know, we can't really... It grows slowly. You know?
We're working on it. It grows. It's growing.
What do you think will happen with Zabo and Vivi? Well, I already talked about maybe Vivi capturing... Or Blackbeard capturing Vivi because she's the only one who could use Pluton or some shit.
Sure.
Zabo's fruit. Zabo ain't dead. We know Zabo ain't dead, alright? Alright.
Maybe he is. What do you think about that?
Off screen, completely irrelevant to the plot, you know.
Oh.
Sure. 11 Junkyard. Do you think we get more of the Outside World events next chapter or start Act 3? I think we're starting Act 3.
Start Act 3.
Maybe a little bit of half a chapter, start Act 3, but I think Act 3 starts next week. There you go.
Yeah.
From Dope Anime Mind. What if Sword and the Revolutionaries had been working together this entire time to better the world and overthrow the Celestial Dragons?
I don't think so.
I don't think I'm convinced by that.
Is Dragon a part of Sword?
So he was an admiral. Joined Sword.
I don't think so, though.
He's that deep committed to the cause that he became the leader of the Revolutionaries.
Doesn't want to turn up to Marijoa, though.
That's true.
That's huge L's.
That is huge Ace for Dragon.
That's a huge L.
There you go. From 1D Piece, do you think the world government killed Kuma since the Warlords kicked out and Zabo did something stupid? Thoughts on the news on Zabo? I think it's possible.
I'll say it again. Zabo escaped with Kuma and he's on his way to Dragon.
There you go. There it is. All right. From David Wilson, the narrator implies that the news the world government wanted to cover up is separate from the events at the Reverie discussed.
It's all very vague, all very confusing.
But Morgan seems to think that the biggest news items are Zabo's death and the Warlords, right?
And the assassination attempt. And then he lists 3 of them, and then says this is a check about which one do they want me to cover up, implying that it's one of the 3.
I think it's one of the 3. I'm not. It could be a misdirection by Oda. You know what I mean? It's possible. And the last question from Dawn Wanderer: where is Crocodile? That's a good question. Where is Crocodile? Will we ever get to see Crocodile do something again? We had a sighting of Crocodile at the Reverie.
Black and white.
We got a sighting. But will he do anything? It wasn't silhouette, we actually saw him.
Did we?
Yeah, we saw his full body. He just didn't say anything. He was just reading the newspaper.
Sure.
Where is he? He's in the new world somewhere, you know, doing deals.
Making deals.
And there it is. There's the episode. Long episode. A lot of questions. A lot to get through. Alright, there it is. What do I want to say? Back to normal schedule. So, expect the, you know, back to regular schedule for us.
Sure.
Since the recent debacles in the translations, we're going to have to do official translations. Now,
It's getting ridiculous.
it's getting ridiculous, but Eric, are you back in the studio next week?
Next week. We have to record.
Exactly. That's
we
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
record Sunday.
So Eric, back in the studio next week.
We have to do it unofficial if that's the case.
Exactly. Like that could be, you know, I'm sure everyone wants Eric back in the studio.
Sure.
I'm sure they want him back in the studio. News for me. New chapter shows are coming out. We're trying to do weekly. It's crazy. I'm doing 14 hours a day of drawing.
Are you hitting the targets, Christian?
I might hit the target. All right. Today it's supposed to come out today. We're 2 pages behind. Is it possible?
You
It's
still got to edit the show. You still got to upload the show.
So, we've got a lot to do today. All right. The
Sure.
day's not over until 12, and I got 13 hours to get this shit done. All right. So there you go.
Well, how many pages you got to do, Christian?
16 pages a chapter.
Okay.
All right.
Color?
We got 2 left. Color. Exactly.
Check it out.
And it's a fight chapter, so a lot of dynamic panels.
How many chapters does one have to read to catch up?
48.
That's not that many.
It's not that many. People have done it in a couple of days. All right.
Sure.
So there you go. Catch up. Maybe Eric's gonna catch up. At some
No,
point.
absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Maybe I'll get his thoughts on this fight chapter since he's the fight master.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So there you go. Like the show, subscribe to the show. There you go. I don't know. What else? Shanks has got a key. There it is.
Good night.
Good night.